woolly mammoths had a built-in escape. You get 6 sets of teeth. When the last set is gone, you starve to death.
Yeah.
Real simple.
Real simple. That's the wild.
Yeah.
The wild is a built-in system.
And our ancestors, that were living with us, and I'll say this because I know, they were living with us back in the Ice Age. And they weren't working against us, and we weren't working against them. All that we wanted to do was survive from one day to the next.
Because it was so brutal.
And that's all they wanted to do.
Yeah.
I went off on this a little bit recently about the way that we portray mammoths being the extinction caused by humans. I'm going, no, you got it all wrong. We live with them side by side for tens of thousands of years. What if we kind of lived together? What if we went out and collected their wool and made clothing? What if we didn't run them off cliffs? I've seen the spear tips. You're not going to stick that through 5 inches of fur, 3 inches of skin, leather, to hit a vital organ in a woolly mammoth thrown by a guy from me to Jamie. First of all, you're not going to get that close. It'll stomp the shit out of you. Woolly mammoths have 10, 12-foot tusks. They just don't stand there going, oh, stick a spear in me. They're swinging their head and they're cleaning stuff out. The short-faced bears knew better. Short-faced bear will go after a baby mammoth, but not a big woolly mammoth. I think they were kind of like domesticated to some degree. That's the same thing with musk oxen. I talked to Matt Slingsby up there in Nome about this. He spends a lot of time out there with the musk oxen. He sees how they protect their young.
Yeah.
I can see kind of us living with those guys and domesticating them to some degree. Hey, you leave us alone, we'll leave you alone, but let's work together. We didn't always stick spears in them. All the paintings you see now, even prints online, shows this caveman sticking a spear in a mammoth. I call bullshit on that. And you know why I can do that? Because nobody can say you're full of shit. Because they don't know either.
No, it's a lot of speculation. And until the Younger Dryas impact theory, the main theory as to the extinction event was the berserker theory, that human beings had become such effective hunters. And by the way, this preceded the invention of the bow and arrow. This was the atlatl.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is essentially like a better method of throwing a spear. Like I have this thing that I throw the ball for with my dog.
Yeah, we got one of those.
You know what I mean? It's like a cup at the end of it and a long stick, and it allows you to whip that ball really far with leverage. And they had something along those lines that they would throw a spear with. And you probably could kill some young mammoths with that. You definitely could kill some bison with that.
And caribou.
Hey, you can kill some stuff, but kill them all? No. I don't think so either. I think it was an impact event.
There were very few people in the Ice Age, anyways. Very few. They didn't travel in groups of 100 or 200. I don't think we'd have found evidence of that. But if your choice is to let's go knock over that caribou over there, or let's go over there to that woolly mammoth and half of us get killed. What do you say, boys? Well, first of all, you can go kill that caribou, skin it, gut it, and eat it for a few days. Meat won't go bad.
Right.
You knock over a woolly mammoth with 2,500 pounds of meat, you ain't going to eat very much before it all goes bad.
Yeah.
And, we have a woolly mammoth brain in one of our permafrost tunnels.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're way ahead on this frozen DNA stuff. We formed we have permafrost tunnels. They stay frozen year-round. There's no electricity. There's no cost to it. It just stays frozen. And that's what you have to do with DNA material, keep it frozen. So you find something substantial, you put it in one of the tunnels. We'll come back to that later. We'll get that later.
So you have the brain that's inside of the skull?
No, it's outside the skull.
Really?
Yeah, it was found frozen. And we've had paleontologists.
How is it outside the skull?
Probably the woolly mammoth got ripped apart, and the brain got frozen into the gravel and the muck.
How intact is it?
Half of it's there.
Wow.
And the paleontologists...
You got a photo of this thing?
I don't know if I posted one or not. I'll have to look.
That's pretty intense.
It is. I think I got one. If not, I'll ask Drew if he's got one.
There's a company in Dallas that's going to supposedly bring them back. You know about this?
Mm-hmm.
They have, I think, an Indian elephant, which has a large percentage of the DNA that a woolly mammoth has, and then they're going to splice that with whatever DNA they have of woolly mammoths, and they're going to recreate woolly mammoths. How far away are we from Jurassic Park? How far away are we from some asshole putting a fucking dinosaur in Costa Rica?
Those guys were all up in Fairbanks, the ones you're talking about. Brought them out to the boneyard and showed them some of the stuff we got. Now I'll go out on a limb here. This ain't about cloning woolly mammoths. This is about cloning humans.
And so you think they're trying to do it effectively with woolly mammoths first?
I think they're already doing the humans. We just don't know about it because of the ethical issues it brings up.